Whales, such as these humpback whales, are obviously amazing animals. Their size can be enormous. Humpback whales can reach more than 50 feet in length and weigh more than 40 tons. Obviously, with this size, they need to eat an incredible amount of food a day, well over a ton of food every day. Humpback whales get their name for the dorsal fin that they possess and the widened hump at its base. And there are a few other features that can be used to identify them, such as the knobs on their head or their very long pectoral fins, which can be a third of the length of their bodies. Humpback whales are baleen whales. So after embryonic development, they no longer possess teeth and instead develop plates of keratin. Keratin is a protein commonly associated with the skin of land animals. So keratin makes up fingernails and hair and scales and feathers in other organisms. So plates of keratin allow them to filter small organisms out of the water that they ingest. So while they are enormous animals, they feed on very small animals, such as crustaceans like krill, other small animals which can be in the zooplankton. They can feed on small groups of schooling fish, very often using bubbles to help guide their prey before they trap them. Here in the Galapagos Islands, one observes the unique ecosystem here, which has a number of whales species which can visit, including these humpback whales. Because humpback whales often spend time at the surface, they are commonly observed, although other whales are more common, such as the Brutus whale. The Galapagos Islands are interesting because their location puts them at the intersection of a number of ocean currents. And because this volcanic island chain forms essentially a wall, a deep water current with cold water and nutrients from southern polar regions then is forced to the surface. And now these nutrients are available to cause an explosion of algal growth and then the growth of the tiny animals which feed on them. And then these animals can then nourish much larger animals. And so the abundance of zooplankton in and around the Galapagos Islands is a benefit for many larger organisms, including these whales. Humpback whales now have populations of over 100,000, but the population had probably dropped to a low of about 5,000 individuals left on the planet due to excessive whaling. In and around the Galapagos Islands, they are more likely to be seen in some areas than others, once again, where those cold water currents are found, not only for the temperature of the water, but also then because of the food chains which prosper there, on which they feed, taking advantage of all of the krill, the small fish, and the other zooplankton elements.